It's your travel agent, David, and today we are in Napier, New Zealand. And Napier is known as the Art Deco capital of the world. In February of 1931, a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake essentially leveled Napier. So it got rebuilt really fast in the 30s, which is the Art Deco period. So that's why it's the Art Deco capital of the world. So we're going to go check it out and see what is around the area. And that way, if you want to come to Napier, you know exactly what you can find. So let's get to it. We timed it perfectly, like we had a plan in it anyway. But they're having the Art Deco Festival, and they're going to have a car show. They have a bunch of vendors. They even have a dog show going on today. So who knows what you'll find here in Napier when you come here. Behind me is a colonnade and plaza. You have an amphitheater right over here. It's right along the water. It looks like they're getting ready to do a show. Over here is where they're going to be doing the dog show. So it's funny how all the dogs are in costumes. A lot of the people are in costumes too, going back into the 30s. So this is a really cool experience here. It's really nice. That is Lord Plunket. He was the governor here when England ruled the country back in 1906. Now, there's the park. Right there is where the Art Deco district starts. So let's go get down to business. Is awesome. It goes from that block back there, these blocks, and continues on down that way. It's a lot of Art Deco. It's nice. Now I see why it's the Art Deco capital of the world. Here's something you will not find in America. I'm going to show you 4 pictures. A is a view of Napier from the sea. B is a picture of a fire as it rips through Napier's business district. C is somebody sitting in a burnt out car with just having a touch of humor. And then D is just an overall picture of the devastation that happened here in Napier from that earthquake. A lot of devastation for sure. But from the ruins came this. It's awesome. about that? That completes the Art Deco district that we're walking through. Next, we're going to check out Clive Park. So Clive Park is located in Clive Square. It's located on Emerson Street and serves as a green space that bridges the city's early colonial history and its post-earthquake identity. It was constructed in 1854, and it was originally intended to be an English-style village green for sports like cricket and football. But following the devastating earthquake of 1931, it was transformed into Tin Town, a temporary hub of corrugated iron shops that kept the city's commerce alive while the central business district was rebuilt in the Art Deco style. And another cool thing about it is our next stop's right on the other side of it once we get done with the park. So very close in proximity to everything. So from the cruise port, it's a little over a mile walk to get into here, but they did offer a free shuttle into town too. So if you don't have a free shuttle, which you will because it's a commercial port, you'll come right into town, like a 5-minute drive. It's really nice. Now let's get back to this beautiful park. That's the Napier Carillon. It starts playing at 11:30 and then plays every half hour till 2 p.m. Now, before our next stop, I'm going to bring you over here to Headstone World. Now, Headstone World is what you think it is. And what I've heard is people are dying to get their product. I know, lame dad joke, but kill me. Our next stop is the Methodist Church of New Zealand. It dates back to 1876. That's when the doors first opened. Now it is an English, Korean, and Tongan Methodist church. So if you're looking for a unique experience, you can come into this church that was opened up over 150 years ago. How cool is that? I've never seen soapbox car races. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little festival they have.